Well, 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 looks like it's the moment we've all been waiting for. Time to see if Slow Joe's old bones will give out on him before the first round dings.
Oh, Donald, if my bones didn't break during all those falls I did on live TV, then certainly they aren't going to crack here either.
Anyway, welcome to More Blade and Sorcery. It's been a while, but we're back in full force. There's been a few updates since last time, and it seems Joe over here has something up his sleeve.
Don't go giving things away before they happen. Makes it all anticlimactic. At least I figured out my slow motion. Without that, I don't think I'll be able to keep up with all of them.
Of course you won't. We should have put on some speed hacks too, but let's all admit, it's gonna be funny watching you stumble across this arena for 20 minutes straight. It's not gorilla tag, so don't go getting comfortable now.
Oh, come on, Donald. We all know he doesn't actually play gorilla tag. It's like a social network full of little kids for him to pick from.
Now that's just vile. I'll have you guys know I'm a top-ranked gorilla in gorilla tag. Earned my Purple Heart swinging around in the heat of the Vietnam jungle.
Sounds like you were the sole reason we lost that war then, champ. Better luck next time.
Then explain how I'm mowing through these idiots like they're standing still. At least give me some credit. I'm doing pretty good. Sometimes they won't stay gone, though. Did they change something about how hard it is for them to die?
I think they've changed a few things. Just pretend they're zombies or something and that you have to destroy their brains.
Zombies? Hell yeah. Giving me flashbacks to the Coliseum Call of Duty Zombies map. When are we going to play zombies in VR anyway? My fingers are itching to take down some zombies too. Depends
what the people want. We got 2 VR systems. I'm sure we could manage a few rounds on Kino der Toten. Could be a hell of a lot of fun. Gonna have to teach Biden here how to reload guns in VR.
I doubt the people will say no to VR zombies, especially after the bloodbath that has been Blade and Sorcery. Honestly, I think we got this VR stuff down pretty damn good. Might base the whole channel strictly around us playing VR. It's been working so far.
Wait, so you mean to tell me I don't have to play rage games anymore? Honestly, this is the best news I've heard all year.
Until we find a Rage VR game. Don't get too comfortable over there. Things can always get worse.
I feel like a damn praying mantis jumping through people while waving around my bug blades like a menace. You guys talk like this game was hard or something. I feel 80 times stronger and I can jump 20 times higher. Is this what it feels like to be a superhero?
Relax, Biden. If you were a superhero, I don't think this world would last much longer.
My superpowers can be summed up in just one word.
Did you just have a damn stroke? Get this man some ice cream and a nap. He's getting too stimulated out here in the ring.
Nah, I think that's just him normally. He'll pull through. Can't die on me now anyway. Who else would I share funny cat videos with?
Well, Donald, I'll be honest. I really like funny cat videos.
All right, you know what that means, Biden. I've officially given you the okay to die on me now. I have a new person to send TikToks to.
Didn't you try to ban TikTok when you were in office?
Oh, come on, Obama. We both know that was far before he ever opened the app or even bothered to see what it was about.
China's going to spy on us either way, Obama now. You know it, I know it, everybody knows it.
Time to send these warriors back to hell. Round 2, baby, I'm pumped.
I'll admit it, you're better at this than I thought you'd be. I would have expected Jill to have to have picked you up off the floor by now.
Of course he's doing fine. Man is using lightning. They practically fall over and just let him poke at them.
And fire decapitates without trying. Gotta use some kind of element, Donald.
What the hell is even happening? I think I just shat myself.
Holy shit. This man just made like Team Rocket and blasted off again. That's what you get for stealing all those gardevoirs and lapunis.
Don't forget the Mr. Mimes, because I sure as hell am not forgetting that mental scar.
I take it back, God. I didn't mean all those nasty things I said about Trump's mom. Oh, we're good now. Never mind, I meant every word. Fuck that bitch.
I'll have you know my mother was a wonderful woman. I'm sorry yours didn't hug you enough as a child or even teach you proper English.
Not sure what kind of bug that was. You added some weird-ass mods, didn't you, Joe? I have a sneaking suspicion that you aren't telling us the full truth.
That's for me to know and you to find out. I had my assistant help me to mod the game. He kept saying I need WinRoar or something like that. Have no idea what kind of mystical nonsense he was talking about, so I just let him do it.
I think you're talking about WinRAR. That's outdated these days anyway. Use 7-zip or don't use anything at all, I say.
I'm not literate with that sort of stuff. Want to talk about ice cream? I can go on that subject all day. Rainbow sherbet, mint chocolate chip, butter pecan, and pickle.
Pickle ice cream? Who let this man cook? I'm gonna have to object his kitchen rights. Honestly, everything this man does should be sent down the judicial branch for clearance, because I'm not sure how he even functions. Plus, everybody know that chocolate chip cookie dough is far superior than all of those options, especially pickle.
Butter pecan isn't too bad, but I'd have to agree with Trump here. Pickle man? Really? May as well say you eat sour cream plain. Or that you prefer mustard sandwiches. Please stay out of the kitchen.
Mustard sandwiches aren't even bad. You all just can't handle the bitterness of it. These warriors can't handle my bitter either. I've just about wiped out the equivalent of Rhode Island's population in here.
Just keep going. We have a tournament to win. Good thing is that Bush hasn't even shown up yet, so we can easily say you did more waves than you actually did.
Ho, ho, ho. No cheating on my watch. Just for that, I'm going to give old Bush a ring. I think he'd add some spice to this anyway. Plus, I can't have you frauding this tournament harder than Biden frauded the election.
And here, I thought we'd have some peace without him trolling us for the whole video. All right, Trump, add him to the call then.
It's all about that presidential wave. This is the wave that won me office. Look at it. Feast your eyes upon it. Let me kiss your baby.
You all really thought you were going to avoid me? Almost missed the opportunity to see Joey make a fool out of himself.
Yeah, he was just talking about kissing babies or something. Nice to be joined by a fellow respectable Republican. Thank you, George.
Well, looks like we got a real shot at beating you guys with Biden stepping up his A-game. I don't think anyone can deny the supremacy of that presidential wave. They might even elect him as president of the ring at this rate.
President of the Ring sounds like some WWE level shit. About the same level of acting, too.
Fear me, I am the president of the ring now. Ahaha, fall before the might of your president and elect me for your next term. Otherwise, I'll leave you terminal.
These guys don't even look like they're dying. I don't think you have enough firepower to handle this sort of invasion, Joe. You might have to call for help outside of the nation before you get overwhelmed.
It's just like Demon Slayer. I have to destroy their heads with Nichiren steel. Otherwise, they'll keep coming back and eventually overwhelm us all. Don't worry, fellow presidents. I'll be the one to make the ultimate sacrifice and do what has to be done. Just stand behind me and don't get in my way.
This man hasn't even passed final selection yet. How is he supposed to save us all? I've got a real bad feeling about this one.
I'm sure it will be fine. I've heard he's been training in the mountains of the United Nations, training and preparing for this day to come. If there is anyone suited for this job, then I feel it is Joe himself.
I've trained for years upon those high slopes, striving to be the best that I could in order to protect my fellow human. My life was pretty boring before this, but now I've found my true calling. They're relying on me, putting their faith in me. Behind this sword, I carry the hopes of 100 souls who have fallen to this demonic invasion. I will not be just another number to serve their pained wheel of desolation. I think it is time for me to become the man they need me to be.
Oh no. He's internal monologuing. He's been waiting for this moment ever since that day we went to the con and he dressed up as Zenitsu. Man's been on the grind ever since that day.
I think something finally snapped in that brain of his, but I'm all for it. I'm gonna go get some popcorn.
Remember to breathe, Biden. If you keep using your energy to such an outstanding rate, you're going to power down. Then they'll overwhelm you and there will be nothing we can do.
It's admirable for you to worry about me, Obama, but this is my fight. I'll not let the atrocities of the demon nation keep me from fulfilling my goals. And I don't care if Bush and Trump fight for a party different than mine. I will defend them with my life either way. This is about us finally putting an end to the demons, not bickering about our political differences or the inevitable heat death of the world. Today we are rallied here today as mankind.
If only this man put as much time into his real-life speeches as he did in his weeb speeches, man would be unstoppable.
I didn't think this man was capable of defeating his verbal dyslexia in the slightest. But maybe he was always cut out to be a demon slayer rather than a president.
All right, next round, Joe. You can do this shit. Don't get too into your own head. You've been putting on a show this whole time. But now we need to see you amp up your gameplay to meet those words. Plus, we need you alive more rounds in order to get this W against those Republicans. We know George is next, and I don't expect him to play fair.
To be fair, I was expecting Joe to pull out a Biden blast mod, but that hasn't happened yet. Oh, maybe we can give your fire the ability to melt steel beams, Bush?
That'd be sick. Not that I'm agreeing with your insinuation there, but I've always wanted to melt steel. If I get a mod like that, though, we have to give Obama a drone strike or something. We really need to make it politically and historically accurate.
So what's Trump gonna do? Build walls like he's playing Fortnite? Or maybe he just throws oranges at people?
Or maybe he just gets arrested for the third time this week.
I know it's you orchestrating that scene, Joe. You're not successfully sweeping this one under the rug on my watch. When I get another shot at this game, make sure you watch closely. I'm gonna leave you all in the dust without even trying. Mark my words.
You're going to have to make it through a few more gameplay sessions first anyway. I don't think we're stopping this game anytime soon anyway. People seem to really enjoy it. I think we are due for a map change soon. This old Coliseum is only going to manage to hold us for so long before it starts becoming bland.
I'm not going to stop playing this until I get to roleplay as Palpatine and lightsaber my way through a hallway, electrocuting everybody. I know they got the mods for it.
Then I'll just have to play as Darth Vader and force choke everyone in sight. I think the possibilities are truly limitless. If only we could play this fully multiplayer.
They do have some multiplayer mods, but I'm unsure of how well they work. We only got 2 systems, though. Guess we could take turns that way. A nice tag team survival experience so we can get results faster every video.
Sounds like fun. This sword is something else, too. Fire and electricity feels like I'm cheating. I'm glad I didn't start out in baby mode like Obama wanted me to. These guys can hardly hit me anyway. This sword is keeping them at bay.
Invulnerability isn't baby mode if you're new to the game. I think it does a lot to help you in order to get you used to the timings this game has. If you want a challenge, we'd have to do dungeon runs. I wonder if that can be done in multiplayer. Fastest clear time wins. I really like the idea of that one.
Wait, they have dungeons in this game, and nobody bothered to tell me? That sounds like the pinnacle of content. I might start playing some of this in my free time in order to get into the rhythm of running through dungeons for fast, clear times. You guys have done it now.
Obama and Biden locked in a dungeon together. That just sounds like fantastic content. Dungeons are better anyway. There's a lot more verticality and puzzle solving.
I'm sure I could lead Joe through a dungeon or two without a hitch. I think you two should be more worried about this proposition. I've spent a lot of time running dungeons, so this is just second nature to me. I've been waiting for this moment for a while. A true test of survival and faith.
Whatever you say, Obama, we're gonna smoke you both like some ribs.
Sounds like someone is still upset that McDonald's doesn't do the McRib anymore. Just imagine if you were a Taco Bell fan. Their specials get taken out and never end up coming back. I'm still missing the queso lupa.
The queso lupa was a godsend. The fact that they got rid of it is blasphemy. Good thing Taco Bell never disappoints, though. Probably my favorite for the price.
All this talk about food and dungeons is making me sleepy. I'm just going to take a little lay right here with Mr. Snugglyumpus and crash out. I'm too tired for this shit.
You can't give up now, Biden? What was all that talk about 100 souls back in your blade or something? If you go to sleep now, I swear I'll come over there and kick you awake myself. In game, of course.
Well, there he goes, out like a light. How are you gonna get your win now, Obama? I'm sure Bush can last more rounds than that with ease.
Wait a minute. Is that? Did he just pull out Zenitsu's Nichiren blade? Was this the play the entire time? Oh man, you're fucked, Donald. If this means what I think it means, you're in big trouble.
What the hell is that supposed to mean? Better yet, why is he still fighting while dead asleep? This man just transcended and was raised to some other level.
I knew you shouldn't have talked so much shit, Trump. This is exactly what happens. Boy pulls out a Nichiren sword and we're all screwed.
Well, I gotta say, I'm quite impressed. Here I thought we were doomed for sure when Bush got his chance. But it seems like Biden isn't going to let him take the win away so easily. Who would have thought he could fight better when he was dead asleep?
Maybe he should have made like his audience and been half asleep for all of his speeches. I'm sure then it would have gone a lot better if he's able to enter this crazy transcended state. Or at least maybe he wouldn't have tripped.
You're just salty. You can't do anything half as fancy as this.
I'll have you know I did a completely 360-degree jump turn and landed it by disarming a man by severing his hand from his arm with the tip of my greatsword. No offense to Biden here, but he ain't topping that level of riz.
And here he is handicapping a man by taking off both of his arms. What's he even going to do? He's out here swinging with the arms he don't have.
Man was just trying to have a good time, and he threw him up against the wall like he was a wet noodle.
It's only a matter of time before he ends up falling out of this stupor, though. I highly doubt he can keep this going.
Why won't these demons die? I'm doing everything in my power, and they just lay here on the ground messing up my respawns. Sword ain't even sharp enough to cut through. I know I shouldn't have trusted my swordsmith from TikTok shop.
Looks like he's back in the world of the living.
Your first mistake was choosing a swordsmith from TikTok shop. You should be lucky they even sent you something at all. It's probably just a cosplay prop. Don't go hurting yourself now.
As if he could hurt himself with that thing. It was doing fine before. Hit or miss. At least it doubles over as a shock baton for all the times it doesn't break the skin.
If I wanted a shock baton, I would have just covered a steel mace in electricity and called it a day. I'd be like Thor, swinging a lightning, striking fuckers left and right.
I don't even think Mjolnir would allow you to pick it up, Biden. You'd be lucky if it did. I don't think it gives you a free pass just because you're the President of the United States.
As if Mjolnir would even glance over the idea of letting Slow Joe wield its divine power. Man could cop all the Infinity Stones and still not be able to pick that thing up.
Don't worry, I'll find another way to take out my enemies then, but honestly, I'm starting to get tired. All this moving around is really starting to get to me. I think I might be getting motion sickness.
The motion sickness is just a mirage, Joey. Just push past it. We need another round or two in order to really seal this deal and beat them.
Not gonna happen. I've decided that I'm not losing to you Democrats ever again. So bend over and kiss my ass. Bush here is gonna reenact a national tragedy all over your chances of winning. And I'll be laughing.
Yeah, we're going to pound you guys into a pulp by the time this is all said and done. Especially once Biden here tuckers out and heads off to La La Land.
I can already see him starting to slow a bit. All right. I guess we'll just start calling it here then. Plus, we haven't even asked people to subscribe yet anyway.
Oh, come on. Begging for subscribers is so prehistoric. If they want more, they know what's up. We might have gone for a little bit, but trust me when I say we're here to stay. You want more, then sub. If not, oh well. That's America, my America, the great America.
What do you mean I'm getting tired? I'll be fine. Probably, maybe. My eyes keep trying to shut themselves. Must be some kind of foreign attack. Quick, launch the nukes.
Oh no. We're not about to start launching nukes just because of your sleepy ass daydreaming about some bullshit. You're gonna lay your ass down right now, and we're gonna call this a session before someone gets hurt. Let's just call it luck that you didn't trip in this whole ordeal.
You guys really set the bar high for us on the next one. I'm not worried, though. Either way, pizza just got here and I'm dipping out. See ya, losers.
Think I'm heading out too. It's been fun. See you when we start running dungeons or zombies.
See ya. And remember, like and subscribe. Plus, if you made it this far, favorite ice cream and comments.